Alrighty. There it is. Opening song done. Intro song done. Transition done. Holy, my screen is not being nice to me. Anyways. Yeah. And transition done. Anyways, we're back. We're back. Another week. We're finally doing another back-to-back episode. Or back-to-back weeks of the podcast. Episode 119. Ooh, and we hear some munching. Hell yeah, that sounds crunchy as fuck. There you go, Wild Boy. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, joining me today on this Wednesday evening, or should I say night, depending, or morning if where you are for Thursday. And if you're watching on YouTube, hi. Joining me today is this lovely lady over here. Join me today. Been on the podcast like 3 times already, I think. Something like that.
I've never been here before.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Oh, my deepest apologies. I did not realize we had a new guest today. Well, if you'd like to introduce yourself, new guest to the Neon Podcast, feel free to do your thing.
I suppose my name is Miru. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Yes.
Nice. That's your entire intro. That's your entire intro.
I'm so sorry. Yes, but I'm happy to be back.
No, too late. You're new. It's too late. Miru. All right, Miru. Nice to have you on the podcast. Thank you for joining me for the first time ever, as a non-returning guest. You know, so Wild Boy, thank you for the hydrate. I'm going to go ahead and do that right quick. There you go.
You said non-returning guest. That means I'll never be able to come back.
As another person, whatever. Mong, thank you for the follow. But yeah, nice to introduce yourself. Thank you, Miss French of whatever.
I don't even know what that was.
I don't know either. That threw me for a loop as well. So here we are. Mi amours, everyone, you know. Monsieur and Mademoiselles, welcome. I was like, I know Monsieur is Mr., but I was like, what the hell is Miss?
My god.
I was thinking for that whole time, me rambling, like, what the fuck's the word? I don't know French. So
wait, that means Mr.? I thought that was Mrs.
No, Monsieur is Mr.
Oh.
Isn't it Mademoiselle Miss or something? I don't know. I don't know French. I don't look. So everyone's on the internet here. They can fact check. I can be wrong. Doesn't matter. Not important, you know. Fuck, dude.
Whoa. Can we backpedal a little bit? What did you say?
What did I say? I don't even know what a backpedal. Everyone has the internet.
No. A little further.
I don't even, dude. Okay, look, you just gotta tell me. We didn't even say that much, and I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Self-deprecation is not a great thing to have, Neon.
What did I say? Well, I don't even know what I said.
I think you said I'm not important. You are important, Neon.
Oh. See, self-deprecation comes out as easily as I breathe. Okay, it's not that hard. Okay. Anyways, we can get into my my psyche later, you know. Honestly, I think we will get into my psyche a little later, because you know it'll wrap up into things that I spontaneously made a topic for tonight and this week. But
it's gonna be like a really interesting title if we just let it spiral like that.
No. I mean, no. Trust me. You've been on the previous episodes or not? Yes. Whatever. I mean, I don't know. No, you've listened to previous episodes. You've heard how some of these conversations can completely spiral out of control. That's not a problem for us podcasters. I don't really. If it happens, it happens.
You just hear me like super far away from my mic. Yeah, I gotta go. I'll see you later.
You're not even spiraling like mentally. You're just spiraling physically down. You're just like going further and further away from the mic. Oh my gosh. It's gonna sound like this. Hey, yo, cat. Hey. Hello? I hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna sound similar to that, you know. That's me literally swinging my mic arm to the other direction. I'm just like sitting still, swing my mic arm all the way over here, swing it back. There we go.
I literally imagined like you running
You
out
walking
of your
away?
chair at the end of the room, but I didn't realize you could just hold the microphone further. I was literally rolling back in my chair.
Oh my god. Well, your mic is better than mine anyways, so it's okay. And yeah, I have one of those cheap mic arms. It came with the mic, but whatever. Um
Oh.
and yeah. I want to hear what that sounds like on the replay, because since I don't have my camera on, you can't tell that I didn't walk away.
Oh.
Yeah, if I had my camera on, people would be like, "You didn't even move. What the fuck?" You don't walk away from any mic. You made the mic walk away from him. What a guy.
Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, how you've been? We haven't been on since never, but if you were on here, I think you were theoretically on here like 4 months ago or something, 3 or 4 months ago.
That's um things have been pretty crazy. I think like for a little bit, like I think me and you both kind of like stopped making content at the same time. I guess at the same time. I don't know. So it's like now I'm here. And lots of things have changed.
Yeah. And I'm also here because it'd be weird to not stream on my own channel.
Yes.
That
yes, that
weird.
would be.
That would be quite weird. But yeah, a lot of changes, a lot of crazy shenanigans, and life in general, doing life things.
Yes. The lifeiest of things.
The lifeiest. Oh man, dude? You live life so lifer, dude. Oh my god, you're the lifeiest. Holy shit, that's impressive. I've never seen someone life as good as you. It's a verb now. I life, he life, I'm going to life. Oh my god.
Man, tell me how you got your lifeiest.
Please tell me the secret of lifing. Like the pronunciation doesn't change either. It's so stupid. I don't live, I life.
So
dude, like you know the acronym YOLO. You only life once. so dumb.
It's so stupid.
So stupid. Oh god. Oh my god. Look what you've done. Look what you've done.
I know.
We haven't even got past fucking introductions yet. This has been live for like 7 minutes, dude. You fucking kidding me?
I'm so sorry.
Holy shit, we're so dumb. That's how you life, guys, by the way. That's a lesson in lifing. Holy shit.
You only life.
Stop. Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude. Dude, that's like my second favorite song, right after the one from Lion King, The Circle of Life, it all comes together. It all comes together.
You just life. I can't.
Oh god.
Our brains went in two different directions.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's how you do it. It's how you do it. Anyways, thanks for coming back on semi short notice. I think I asked you like yesterday, but I feel like for some people less than a day is still short notice. For me, it's sometimes short notice as well. So yeah, thanks for coming back on.
Yep, glad to be back, and I'm excited for what's gonna happen since we couldn't even get past the introduction.
Oh my god, no, trust me, it's gonna be a wild ride today. Maybe, I don't know. I can't guarantee that, but I hope it will be a wild ride.
The podcast just ends up really bland. Like
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like after the introduction, it's literally all downhill from here, guys.
it's like,
Thanks,
so
thanks.
what did you what did you want to be when you grow up?
Damn, dude, I wanted to be a lifer just like her. Damn.
Bro, do you even life?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, actually, how I life is different how you life. I life quite efficiently. Um,
As I like push my glasses towards my face, you know.
Ew. Oh, you got so close to the mic. That's
Oh
so
god.
weird.
Uh, but yeah, it's whatever happens. That's just the way the podcast goes. It's just normal, dude. It's honestly, it's normal. And you know, like I just like I told Kat this before we started. I was like, I just had dinner, I worked out, and I'm like, dude, I'm already a little tired. I wouldn't say it's a long day today, but I'm just like, dude, I think I ate too much for dinner. So if I slowly start like losing energy through the podcast, that just means I'm food combing.
Oh,
Okay.
that just means that if you just hear like a scream on your podcast, just waking Neon up. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so I don't. I feel like there's just other reasons why you'd be screaming, but I'm not gonna ask. You know, it's gonna be like, oh my god, and then I just like hear crashing of furniture and stuff in the background. I'm like, oh, thanks for waking me up. All right, so back to the podcast.
What? Okay, we need a safe word.
Oh gosh, save pineapples.
Pineapples.
Ooh, have you seen that video? The guy where it's
Yes,
like,
yes.
yeah. Ooh, Mr. Officer Man. Ooh.
No, no. I want to leave this era.
No, that video was funny. I literally talked about that video with my friends, like this past weekend. It's like put your feet up press against your butt. Ooh, you like that, Mr. Officer Man?
Oh my god!
Ooh,
Please.
my safe word's pineapples.
I need to disinfect my brain.
Oh, too late. It's been infected already. You've been exposed.
Yeah.
Damn, I know. Dude, you've now tested positive for having singular numerals of brain cells.
God.
Okay. Well, for those of you joining us today, whether you are listening on YouTube or on live or whatever, yeah, we're gonna be talking about music today, so mostly, and other life stuff as it goes on, because you know, music is I'm trying to think of the there's a phrase I'm speaking. Life is a song. I don't
It
know.
can't be wrong.
can't-
Song.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're gonna talk today on Spotify. At least here in North America, to my knowledge, I don't know if they did it in other countries. I'm sure they did, or if they did on different days. But here in North America, Spotify, the music streaming application / company website thingy, did their annual recap of everyone's accounts and stuff with their templates and algorithm and all that good stuff. So, and for those who don't have Spotify or who use like Apple Music, YouTube Music, or whatever streaming music platform you use, they wrap it up in November because for some reason they've realized wrapping up December won't count because a lot of people just bump Christmas music for the whole month and it'll ruin their entire data. So yeah, so it's only January through November, and I don't think Spotify counts December music wise, but I think they count it for the minutes, I think. So
Wow.
yeah. That's how they wrap up every year at the end of November, beginning of December. And yeah, that's the Spotify, one of world's most recognizable music streaming apps that isn't YouTube or Apple. So yeah, I've been using Spotify since high school, since it was free, and I didn't have an iPod, so I was like, I just listened to Spotify ever since high school, just stream music and off my laptop and stuff, my computer, and just wear headphones. And
Mm.
yeah. Spotify, not sponsored, but they're not gonna sponsor me. Fuck, they like sponsor me. Shoot, they don't even give like their creators a good amount of ad revenue or play value, so it doesn't matter. They're not. That's,
We're talking so we're talking so nice about Spotify, and then you just talk behind Spotify's back.
I'm not talking behind their back. They know exactly, dude. You get like 1 cent for like every 1,000 or 10,000 hits or plays or something. That shit whack, dude. I would never drop an EP on fucking Spotify with all the fucking loopholes I have to jump through. Hell no. I'll just be a fucking SoundCloud artist.
Oh God.
Hey yo, have you seen my mixtape on SoundCloud? Hey yo, that shit fire. That shit fire, man.
Fucking fuego, life changing.
Life changing. Yeah,
On
yeah.
God.
Yeah. Yo, check out my first EP drop. It's called Lifeist. You know? Oh
Do
shit.
you even life, bro?
Do you even life, bro? Oh my god, dude. That's it right there. I'm gonna be a SoundCloud artist. Confirmed. Neon the SoundCloud artist. But yeah, I mean, how long have you been using Spotify, Kat?
It's hard to really say because so you're gonna think this is kind of weird, but like even though I got an iPhone, I want to say in 2014 or 2015, I was still using Pandora. Do you remember that?
Oh
The little
yeah.
radio thing? Yeah,
Yeah.
I always use Pandora, and I never even used like the Apple Music when that came out or anything like that. So then I remember my friend shared their account or something with me, and then that's how I started listening to Spotify. So I skipped from a radio station like Pandora to Spotify.
And that was in what year?
Like I want to say that's like maybe 2014 or 15, I think.
Well, that's fine. It's only like a year or two. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, but it's still weird because like I didn't even know that Apple Music was a thing until like maybe 2020 because
No, I
I
mean,
thought it was only iTunes. You
no,
know what I
exactly.
mean?
No, exactly. Like Apple technically didn't have their own streaming service, and I also thought it was just iTunes until my friend showed it to me in like 2018, right? Or is it
Yeah.
2018, 2019? But the point is, like, I didn't know Apple had their own streaming service, right? And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, cool. But I was with you with that Pandora on that
Mm-hmm.
vibe. Sometimes I'm like, sometimes I just, what if I want to find new music and Pandora would just play up random songs related to the
That's what
genre.
I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. Like people used to make fun of me for that, and I was just like, no, because like sometimes you can just type in your favorite artist name, and then it would devise a whole radio of like, similar songs to that. And I think Spotify recently started doing something like that, like based off of your wait, what was I gonna say? It's like like click this song, and then it'll show like a related radio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Spotify was like late to that, but that's what I use it for at least, like finding new music.
No. I agree, but I think Pandora was like really limited when I was using it. Because here, let me
Mhm.
explain why. This is also the reason why I dropped Pandora. Was you know
Oh.
was because when you're in Pandora and you like listen to a specific genre or a specific artist, right? I would like to do it by specific artist, and I would like, oh, I would thumbs up or like a specific song. But then, they would be like, oh, I don't really like this song, and the skips, right? And obviously, technically, it's a radio, quote unquote, radio streaming app, music streaming, whatever. But you can only,
Mhm.
if I wasn't, and since it was free, I wasn't going to pay money, especially since I was high school or a broke college student at the time, whatever, that I wasn't going to pay for fucking Pandora. You know what I mean? It was not worth it. And then by the time I've liked a number of songs on a specific radio, the variety would slim down a lot. And then it would limit to how much new music I would actually end up hearing versus and discovering. So then and then it would repeat the same like 30 songs ish. And I'm just like, dude, this is just basically a short playlist. And I'm just like, it's cool and all, but then if I wanted a playlist, I can't even pick which specific song it is. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it felt limiting to after a certain point. So I was like, I don't want to make a new radio and then start from scratch again, you know? So
Yeah.
that's why Pandora felt really limited in what it could do. Like for starting off, it was great. But after a certain point, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna just find my
Oh,
own music and just make my own playlist for music I want.
do you
So,
know? I didn't mean to like interject, but something that my friend texted me was like YouTube Red. Like I don't even know when that became a thing. When you had to like subscribe or something to YouTube, and YouTube has their own streaming service as well.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, YouTube Red. I had no idea what that was until like maybe like a couple weeks ago because I was like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, yeah, because YouTube actually it started off as YouTube Red, right? It was
Mhm.
like you get ad free, you can download videos and stuff, you can watch it offline, stuff like that. And like if, let's say if you had a phone, right, you could play a video or music and you could lock your phone and it would still the audio would still play. So that was a huge plus for like YouTube Red. Um,
Mm.
it came out in like 2015 or 16 ish, I think, around that time. And then I was like, I got it after I graduated because that's when I realized I wanted to be like I was making YouTube videos. So I was like, oh yeah, I don't want ads on my thing. Um, I'm gonna use it. I'll pay for it. It's pretty cheap. It was like $6.99 at the time. I'm like, it's about the same as a Spotify
Mhm.
premium. And I was like, oh yeah, this is great. But then people were like, what the hell is YouTube Red? So YouTube was like, oh
Uh-huh.
shit, people don't know what YouTube Red is. So they renamed it to YouTube Premium.
Oh my
They
god.
were like, you know what? YouTube Red sounds cool, but let's make it obvious so more people fucking use this and buy this service. So they just
Yeah.
renamed it to YouTube Premium. Um,
That's crazy.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then they have their offshoot brand of YouTube Music, which is their streaming service, um,
Mhm.
which also doubles as playing YouTube video audios that's listed as music. So
Mhm.
for stuff that can't be found on other streaming services, that's what YouTube Music is good for.
I see. I see.
Yeah, but I don't use it. I just know people who do use it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's cool. I mean, do you have regular Spotify or do you have premium?
I have premium Spotify.
Yeah, good. You're not a fucking peasant, huh?
Oh, whoa! Financially fucking profiled.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Let's see how she cares about herself. Oh, regular Spotify. She fucking hates herself.
Yeah, oh,
She
God.
doesn't have an ad blocker on YouTube.
God, disgusting. Imagine having ads on your streaming platforms. Disgusting.
Oh God, I would have been like, okay,
I'm
okay,
kidding. I'm kidding, of course.
fair change.
It's because, okay.
Spotify Premium.
Okay.
Fair change.
No, it's so stupid. You're on the street. Excuse me, sir. Can you give us a few pennies? It's like, for what, lad? I just want Spotify Premium. Oh my
Okay,
God.
hold on. If I'm out on the street, why am I why am I talking like the olden times?
Hey,
And
look,
that's the thing normally.
look,
Excuse me, sir. And then
excuse
someone's
dude, look, this is like fucking like valid Victorian area steampunk. You're on the streets. Excuse me, sir. You're in like London, dude. Why?
no,
You're...
just I walk out of my Las Vegas house and then I'm in London
Yeah, yeah,
begging.
yeah. I mean, you came into this podcast doing freaking some, I don't know what accent. Don't ask me. If you walk out of your house, start asking people for money for your Spotify Premium, hey, that's on you. Yeah.
My friends cannot know that I'm a peasant. Please help me. How offensive would that be? Like saying that to another person that's like actually, homeless.
Oh my God, that's some real first world problem shit right there, dude.
God.
I mean, I'm joking, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
obviously. I think the reason why is because I've had Spotify Premium for so long because Spotify Premium gives, half off their premium subscription if you are a student. And I want to say if you're also military, I could be wrong, but it might also just be considered the student discount. So that's why I had it. I was like, oh yeah, it's cheap. Why would I pay $10 when I can pay $4 or $5, So it was just worth it. And, it's like, if I'm going to be a student and I want my music, all the time, download it, whatever. I'm gonna get premium. It just made sense. I like music. Music is my life. I need
And
premium,
that's how
sir.
you life.
That's
That is
it.
how you life, sir.
That is exactly how. And the old man passing by. This peasant does not know how to live. Disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
Disgusting. You have
This
to.
would be
You have this will be what?
No, it's like this would be a great YouTube short that you're gonna be creating.
Ooh. I'm so excited to make this YouTube short. Ooh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, so how long have you been using premium versus like regular Spotify? Have you had premium ever since you used it, or what?
From what I can remember, yeah. I do remember Spotify back then used to just be free, right? You'd be able to pick any song. Or am I just like
No, it's still
remembering?
yeah, it's still free. I think you just need to make an account. Before, you didn't need to make a hard account. You could just play music and have like a floating free account. But
Yeah.
now they actually need you to make a full-fledged account or connect it to something. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was always free. At the same, like I said, mine was for no ads, higher playback quality, and downloading, just in case I needed to go on like a road trip or like, because I went to school in NorCal, right? So I would go on
Hmm.
road trips or flights up and down California, from school back home or whatever. And having music on those drives and flights, especially when there's like obviously no service and you're in airplane mode, was so much better than just sitting on a plane, just hearing the whirring of the turbines, or sitting in a car and no one can play music because no one has signal, right? Because
Yeah.
no one's paying for actual music and downloading anymore. This isn't fucking the 2007 where you need to pay for iTunes, or you're downloading fucking illegal MP3s from LimeWire or some shit, Napster. I don't know.
Wow. That was what I mean, never ever heard of that actually.
Yeah,
Coming from Ken.
pirating music. Wow, that's illegal.
That's crazy.
I
'Cause
would
I thought
never.
that was against the law. That I actually America.
America. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it was bound to happen. So people live for free music. That's just a fact of life, dude. Music is
Yeah.
part of the human experience, in my opinion, regardless of culture. So for me, I'm just like, always having music around, especially when it's such a boring, mundane activity, such like being in an airport on a flight, or just driving home for like 8 hours and being stuck in traffic. It's a luxury, but also a necessity, and
Right.
that's a first world necessity for some people like me. I think it's a necessity. So, I
Yeah, I
mean,
love music. I like absolutely love music. I do not know how I would view, because it's weird. Like I don't know how I would view life. And that seems like really extreme, but like music has done that, I guess. Like when music affects your mood and affects or like it inspires like you thinking.
yeah, of course. I've stared out
Yeah.
the car window playing a sad song, be like, "That's my life's a music video." Everyone's done that. Don't lie. If you haven't done that, you ain't dramatic enough.
Right?
You ain't dramatic enough. You don't feel the vibe of being sad or epic, staring out a car window on a trip or something. Be like, oh yeah, this is it. This is it right here. But yeah, I agree. It's just so important, dude. It's so important to have
Mhm.
music. So, I mean, is there anything like music related you want to talk about before we start going into our Spotify raps?
No, I think we can carry, or that those questions will come up when we like reveal the Spotify stuff.
Yeah, awesome. So we're gonna pull up each of our things, our top genres. Um, it's a little missized, but it's okay. We can see that Kat took her screenshots at 7:13 p.m. Not a problem. So going down our top genres, right? I'll go start with mine. Mine are pop EDM, anime, pop punk, otacore, and pop. So very, very all related to each other.
That's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's weird how Spotify takes subgenres and makes it like its own genre, right? They're like, "Oh yeah," because we want to separate it enough so to a point, but in my opinion it's like four of these three of the five for me are all related to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But I mean, it is what it is. I don't make the categories. Otacore has always been on my like top Spotify rap genres every year since Spotify has done Wrapped. So I'm just like, people are like, the fuck's Otacore? I'm like, dude, I don't fucking know. Apparently it's a music I listen to a lot.
I was just about to ask you too. I was like, I've never heard of that.
Otacore is basically short for otaku core. So it's like
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it is. It is. So you're right. And it's just like anime, Japanese, half weeby music. I don't know, because it's like sometimes J-rock is just in there just because it's Japanese, because it's otaku, right? Otaku doesn't necessarily mean anime. Otaku is just related to just Japanese cultures. So instead of J-rock, they're like, oh yeah, otacore. I'm just like, all right, fuck it, dude. Sure. Sure, whatever, dude. Fine. But yeah, mine is very all related to each other and will also reflect on the rest of the slides of my 2022 Wrapped. So yeah. I mean, is there anything to you that stands out
On yours? On your genres?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I don't understand. So if you look, you have pop, EDM, pop punk, and then just pop. So it's like it's like, all right, we don't really know what Neon listens to, so let's just like put pop.
Exactly.
Different types of pops here. Because I know it's pop,
Yeah, I
but we
mean,
don't know.
exactly. It's like, yeah, a lot of people play these songs, but they're the popular songs of each genre, other than pop. You know, pop is. It sounds so stupid right now.
Popular?
Yeah,
popular.
Popular. You know what I mean? It's just when you say it twice, it makes sense. But you know, like just in the whatever would play on the radio type of pop, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, it's. I mean, you get it. You have pop and pop rap. I looked over. I went, wait a minute. All right. I mean, let's go through your list and then. All right, Miss Pop and pop rap, whatever, dude. Whatever, dude.
So this list was actually kind of shocking to me. So obviously pop, and then pop rap, and then we're gonna just change, the pop to K rap, chill R&B, and EDM.
Yeah, dude, you don't want the pop EDM. You just want EDM.
Yeah, not the not the pop. You know what?
Damn. Your
I'm
EDM
all
is
about
not
that.
pop, dude.
Undiscovered.
Of course. Nice. So, pop and pop rap. See, like, I feel like those are somewhat self-explanatory, but the one that sticks out to me is clearly K-rap.
Okay, no. I listen to Korean rap. It is fucking fire, bro.
Okay, but do you know Korean though?
No.
See, this is a thing. It's like me with Otacore. Do I know exactly what they're singing? No, but I enjoy the hell out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird though, because that's what I mean, like how powerful music is. Like I don't have to know what this person's saying to, for me to decide whether I like it or not. Like I just like it,
Yeah. So for you, for K-rap specifically, and I didn't look at your artist in too deep, but uh it K-rap is different from K-pop, or there are some artists that
Yeah.
do K-rap specifically and not K-pop, or
Yeah. So it's like rappers, right? So like
mm,
um they literally are known for like rapping. But what's weird is like there's K hip hop and there's K rap. So like I think for this one specifically, and I know why, it's because a lot of the songs I listen to from or that are Korean, like they come from like a rap show or something.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. And then you got chill R&B and EDM. Okay, fair enough. Fairly simple stuff out there for the both of us for the most
Mm-hmm.
part.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, let's. I mean, yeah, I don't have any questions. The K-rap was the biggest one that stood out. So going on, next slide. This was actually really interesting to me. Was
Oh really?
the amount of minutes. You are the person who's the closest minute listenage to me.
Oh really?
I'm at 42,324. You're at
Mm-hmm.
42,900. We're within 500 minutes of each other. For me, that's crazy because me and my friends in different friend groups and discords and stuff like that, we're all sharing our Spotify raps and stuff. But I'm like, no one is even close to like in the closest person to me is like 5,000 away.
Uh-huh.
You are within 500. I'm just like, wow. We listen to a lot of times similar throughout the year. So let me
Yeah.
ask you, when do you listen to Spotify throughout your days?
You're gonna find this crazy.
You're gonna be like, when I sleep. When
Yeah,
you sleep.
yeah. But when I sleep and then when I get up, I can't do my morning routine without having Spotify on, and I'll have it playing. And then sometimes I'll take a nap and still have Spotify playing, and I'll wake up. And the only time I'm not really listening to Spotify is if I'm like working, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically the whole day. I'm like constantly streaming music.
Damn. So that's okay. So if you're doing it throughout the day, I'm surprised your number isn't higher then.
Well,
Was there a time in the year where you just weren't listening?
that would have to be because since this is based off of the year, there were times where I had to go to base and I wouldn't really have anything on my phone or even be on my phone.
And how many weeks or months was that?
I would say the longest was like a week.
Like totaled up together, it'd be a week only.
Yeah, actually, maybe.
Like how much total time were you not consistently listening to music?
Oh, definitely about like a month and a half.
Yeah, so your number, I was like, knowing that, like your number could be way higher. You could be like
Yeah.
50,000. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, cool. That's weird. Why do you put music on when you sleep? It's kind of weird.
Yes. How is that weird?
Okay, not weird, but I'm like, I like having some noise in the background, but you like full on music when you sleep?
Yeah, because that's why I invest a lot of my time in playlists. And like when I make a playlist, it's weird because I don't necessarily go by the same genre. It's whatever songs make me feel like a certain vibe during those
Mm,
times. So like every time the music transitions, it'll feel the same, like I want to feel relaxed or I want to feel like hyped,
mm,
you know what I mean? So
gotcha.
it's like when I go to sleep, like the music that I listen to is very like bassy almost, but it's like also chill. So that's probably where the chill R&B comes in or something with consistent beats. And that's what I'm listening to throughout the night. I think it's become like calming and stuff.
Gotcha. So do you turn it off when you actually sleep, or are you just playing it right before you sleep?
I'm playing it in my ears as I'm sleeping. Does that make sense?
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, have you ever had a lucid dream or any dream that's been affected because of the music you've listened to?
Yes.
I want to hear. If you remember, do you have any stories about that? I'm
I
actually
do.
super interested now.
I do. So this was actually around the time where like it was hard for me to sleep because I was having a lot of nightmares. And I will never forget. So like in my Virginia apartment, imagine like you're laying down in your bed and then like the light from the moon's like shining through the windows, and like it's barely visible in front of you. Like you can barely see what's in front of you, but there's like a blue light over it, right?
Okay.
So like I remember like we put this lo-fi playlist on, right? And like it's just consistent like chill beats, and then it feels like relaxing most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But this time, like, I'll never forget, I opened my eyes and then I saw like this face staring at me, right? And I
Oh
heard
wow.
like this creepy like music. And as this face is looking at me, it disappears. And then I'm looking through the window, and then there's like someone standing outside. And I'm like, what is happening? And like I would try to go to sleep and I'd wake up and I'm still like in my room, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until finally, like, I guess I let out like a little yelp and my partner woke me up and he was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I was just like, I feel like terrified. And we looked at the title of the song, and the title of the song was called I think it was like Journey to Hell or
Oh
something.
my god.
Yeah, but here's the crazier thing though. You
Mm-hmm.
listen to lo-fi, like there's a reason why that playlist is in that, or that song is in that playlist. Like that song is actually like, if you're listening to it like normally, it sounds relaxing, but like I guess when I was sleeping, I was taking in like the subtle like I guess instruments that they're going for to make it scary.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's like music really, like, to me, I think that song like dictated like my lucid dreaming and like
Oh.
constantly waking up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because my body
Mm-hmm.
felt afraid.
Dang, that's crazy. Like subconsciously, your brain knew. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
because
crazy. Actually,
you want to hear something even like weirder?
go ahead.
When I sleep and I have music on, sometimes I can like turn it off and turn it on in my dreams. So like one time I was listening to a song, and like that song, for some reason I was like, "Oh, I'm dreaming." And like since I knew I was dreaming, I was listening to this song that I was listening to, while I was sleeping, right? But like
Okay.
on the radio in the dream.
Uh huh.
And I was just like, I'm curious if I can do this. So then I was like turning the dial, and then I could stop hearing the music, and then I could hear the music, and then I could stop it, and then I can hear it, right?
What? That's so
So
crazy.
so I literally think my brain has like gotten to the point where it can shut off like, okay, well, we're not gonna listen to what's happening. You know what I mean?
You
Like
can manually like mute real life. That's
yeah, that's weird, right?
that's so cool. No. I've had similar dreams, or like lucid dreams, where I could do that, but and like regular dreams where I realized it was happening, but I couldn't control it. But yeah, I wouldn't say that's out of the ordinary for being a lucid dreamer.
Hmm.
But that's cool. That's cool. It's like you could literally turn the volume down of your music in your head. That's
Yeah, I
tight.
thought it was cool, right? And the dream, I was like, oh, that's sick. But then when I woke up, I was just like, how was I able to do that if the music's constantly playing in my ears? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey man, that's some, the brain's a wild thing, you know. It's that shit wild. Oh man, yeah. I mean, I've this is not related to Spotify and music, but I've tried different techniques to force, or quote unquote force lucid dreaming, and it has worked. Um, but it's interesting that yours is like can be affected by music. I don't think I would be
Hmm.
able to do mine via music. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's interesting. Yeah, and then you can't do your motoring routine without music either.
I really can't. Like, I just won't be focused. I don't know how to explain it, because it's just like if I don't have my mind distracted by something else, then I'll be constantly thinking the whole time.
Hmm.
And then like that's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, say I have no music, I'll be like, oh man, like this counter is like really dirty. And then I'll look at the floor. Oh, that floor is also like really dirty. And then I'll look up and like, oh, it's like really dusty up there. And then I'll keep like piling things on to where it's like now I created like a whole mess. But when I have music, like if I'm cleaning the counter, I'm like, okay, the counter's clean. Then I'll like slowly transition. You know what I mean? Like I'll finish cleaning and I'll
Mm.
be able to like go through like a certain routine.
Oh, I see. I see. So it's like, would that be considered like ADHD? I don't know. I
I've
don't
never been
know.
diagnosed, but I feel like I have been. Oh my god, Dr. Neon, tell me. Is
Dude,
there
I don't.
something wrong?
I don't. I look. I don't know. Everyone's on this spectrum. Let's be real, but I don't know. I'm just like, it just sounds like something. It's like I can usually do stuff, and like for me, I can have music on, and it'll either help me focus or it'll just help me drown everything else out. But that's my intention, right? It's like I can
Yeah.
still be able to do my task regardless of whether I have music or not. It just makes it more enjoyable. For you, it's like it'll dictate your actual processes and stuff throughout your day. So I'm just like, I
Yeah.
don't. That's interesting. All right. Sorry, stream is hearing me crunch on ice.
It's okay. Hold on. I think I hear my cat doing something. Can I go see what he's doing real quick?
Yeah. Take your time. We'll have a cat break.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. But for those who's joining us today, Wild Boy Mungvang, thank you for the follow. You know, you're probably following because you're girl over here. So thank you for everyone who else is lurking and chilling for the podcast. Feel free to chat it up with us, you know. And talk about your own Spotify premium, Spotify Wrapped, or just any music and stuff in general. I would do entirely welcome it. That's what the chat's for, you know. Feel free to chat with us and talk about your music and or potentially shit on us. So yeah, because you know how I said like North America when we started, right? Get shit on. What's up, Rick? Exactly, dude. Getting shit on. And yeah, I don't know how long Cat's gonna be gone, but now I have to talk by myself and ramble on because this is still recording, right? For the YouTube video. I realized I also didn't upload last week's episode. I'm a bad content creator. Yeah. Right now we're just chilling and
Get shit on.
get shit on. Exactly. Spalding, thank you for the hydrate. What's up, dude? But yeah, and thank you. There you go. There's a quick step for you. But yeah, for us is in the 42,000 range. We are in the 89th percentile. And what's crazy is do your other friends or have your other friends posted about their Spotify Wrapped at all?
Yes.
What's
Yes.
the highest number in minutes you've seen?
I actually think I saw someone that had 92.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Gotcha. That's not pretty good. One of my friends from university had like 30,000. He was like, I swear I thought I would have been in the top 90th percentile. I'm like, dude, you think 30,000 is a lot?
Yeah.
Well, like 30,000 doesn't even seem like a lot compared to like some things, right? Like 42 is actually one of my lower years, I would think. I think the highest I've ever had was like 60,000. Because that's when I was working a job and I could have my headphones in almost the entire time, whereas like I wasn't working for 3 months out of this year or 2.5 months out of this year, and I wasn't listening to music at the time for the first couple months at that job too, but now I do, so that's where a lot of my music came out of. But mine could have been like 50,000 plus as well.
Wow.
But you know, I was like, this is you know, average for me. This is like a lower average from like ever since rap started. But the highest number I've seen from people I have on social media is my friend. Her. Just take a guess. I'll give you 3 higher or lowers, and then I'll give it to you if you're within 1,000.
Okay.
So all right. So guess.
Is it 72?
Higher.
No way. Holy shit. Okay. 90?
Higher.
No. Are you serious?
I'm very serious. I'm
my
very
God.
serious.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Oh no, go ahead.
115?
Higher.
That's fucking nuts. What do you live, breathe, sleep? Spotify.
Yeah. So my friend's minutes listened to this year, and I asked her why. Right, her number is 163,239.
Holy shit.
So I messaged her. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the minutes? And she was like, would you believe me if I said it's less than my minutes last year? I went, that's not even your highest.
Like, what the hell?
Her minutes last year was 174. So it's a whole 11,000 more than this year. So I'm just like, dude. And I went, what do? Do you just leave that shit on all the time? And when she's like, yeah, does your phone not die? I was like, sometimes I'm on my computer. I'm just like, oh my God. What the
That is
hell?
insane.
No, absolutely. So I was like, 42, I think mine is, I wouldn't say average, because, I feel like it's for us, right? It says 89% more than other listeners in the United States. But I feel like compared to people who actually use Spotify, I think ours is pretty average.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like in the United States, I'm just like, there's a lot of people who either don't use Spotify or just in general just don't listen to music,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like 89, pretty average. So, okay, on to the next one. I think this one is one of my favorite ones to just talk about. Right, it's my audio day.
Oh no. My audio day.
Right. So, okay, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
No. You go first.
All right, so my audio day, I don't like how they did it from nights at the top, but starting from the morning at the bottom, right? I'm a fun, chill, sad boy, right? Then, and then in the what does it say? It says my afternoon. My afternoon
Yeah.
is an amped hardcore angst, yeah. And then in my nights are crazy poetic determination. Right. So I start off.
Motherfucking Eminem at night.
So my day starts off. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'd like to start off with some easy beats, something that's like not too hard. I don't want to
Something
get
really sad.
no. It's not just sad. It's like the beats are chill, but the lyrics happen to be a little sad. They just happen to be like that. That's why I'm a fun, chill, sad boy. Right. And then so let me explain. One of my other friends showed me hers, different friend, showed me her audio day. And here, I'm not going to pull it up on stream, but if I can read it, hers was good vibes, heartache, sad boy. I went, how the fuck are you is heartache good vibes? But it makes sense if you're a sad boy. You know what I mean? Like, you can be a sad boy but still be fun and chill. But how is good vibes, heartache, sad boy a thing? In the morning too. So like, yeah, it's just me starting off my day relatively easy. It's the morning. I'm not trying to go hard, and I also don't drink coffee or tea. Or I used to drink tea, but not so much. So I don't drink caffeine in the morning. So I just slowly ramp up. Okay.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. I was like, it's good. Then by the time it's to work, I'm just all right, let's get to work. I need to play a little bit more stuff, get me in the mood, just me vibing, something with beats, right? That's where my amped hardcore angst comes from. That's where a lot of my rock comes from. That's my rock playlist, okay?
Nice.
And then my nights, cozy poetic determination. So determination, right? I can explain determination. I work out in the evening. Like I told you, before this podcast, I was working out. Obviously, when I work out, I also like to play a good amount of rock, but then it also goes back to some of my EDM and more poppy music. So it's just like a little, again, we start off determined with a workout, and then we'll ramp back down with just other music. I'm just like, all right, cool. I don't need to work out as hard anymore, cool down and just playing music, I don't need anything and then when I'm at home, right, I'm like my family, I don't need to play anything too loud, just more chill stuff. So that's where cozy comes from. Poetic's whatever. I don't really know where poetic comes from.
Because you spit bars,
I mean, I do spit bars, but
Yeah.
but that doesn't explain my audio. I'm not playing as much rap or hip hop on my Spotify. So I'm just like, oh, that's an interesting one. So yeah, mine is a gradual progression of throughout my day. Mine is like, oh yeah, mine actually makes sense for what the music I listen to throughout the day. I can explain it. Like, I know exactly what happens in my day.
I wish I could explain my day.
Yeah. Yours is just a bunch of fucking of like paradoxes.
I'm like in a crisis, like different times of the day. Like in the morning, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm proud, but I'm also very scared. Actually, you know what?
But
I
you're
could be chill.
easygoing. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can you
But,
be?
but
I don't know how you could be nervous but easygoing at the same
I don't know
time.
how I can be nervous but proud. Like, how the fuck am I? I don't get it. I was like in this like proud, nervous, easygoing. It's like I'm proud, but I'm scared of everybody. But I'll appease everybody by being easygoing.
Oh
Don't
my!
mind me.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing me and listening to music. Oh God, they're judging me for listening to music.
And then you know what? And then in the afternoon, I'm like, you know what? Forget all that, guys. I'm gonna be energetic. You know Hallyu, right? That's a Korean wave.
Okay, see, that's what I was like. What the fuck is Hallyu? I didn't want to
So
Google it because I was just gonna ask you. Anyways, I went. I've never even seen that word in my life. What is that? It's not even English.
it's Korean,
It's
dude.
not even fucking English.
So I'm literally like, not only am I, going through this scary situation of nervous and proud and easygoing, right? But I lose myself and I'm all of a sudden Korean in
Dude,
the afternoon.
dude, it's that high BPM fucking K rap right there. That entire genre is your afternoon.
Just
Like you're
only K-rap.
yeah, like
Like,
your chill R&B definitely not in the afternoon. Definitely not. It's your pop and K rap all there.
you know what? You know what? I know when it's afternoon because I'll like be listening to Chris Brown and then all of a sudden J Park comes out of nowhere.
Oh my
Just
God.
fucking, oh, it's 12. It's the afternoon, guys.
Oh my God. Okay. So that one suddenly makes sense. That explains whatever Hallyu is. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Nice. So then we go. So you're no longer. So your energy goes back down to fucking chill, hopeless, romantic, lit.
No, you don't know how I read this? Chill. I'm hopeless. Romantic. Lit.
Oh my God.
So like I could be listening to like some Keshi, chill, hopeless, romantic, and all of a sudden like freaking Excision comes on.
Oh
Just
my God. Oh
it's
my
like
God.
Keshi's just like my heart's broken, and then Excision's just like rah, rah, da, 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 tsh, tsh. That's
Yeah.
her midnight.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, dude. It's like that one TikTok audio. You know what that song is like? Laser, laser, and then
Smoke machine.
yeah. And I'm just like, dude, that's you. It's Keshi into that.
Keshi and the straight up like headbangers.
Of course. But then, okay, let me. What also I would consider is you also say you play music when you sleep, right? I feel like the Spotify was like doesn't know how to categorize your day, so that's why your night and morning can both be like mixed a little bit. You know what I mean? Like easygoing,
Yeah.
chill, nervous, hopeless, romantic. You can be proud and lit. Yeah, I think you playing music when you sleep sort of fuck this part of the Spotify rap part up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, because it's like you go to sleep, play music, you wake up playing music, and then it just doesn't stop until the middle of the day where you're like fucking J Park's singing.
J Park just interrupts everything, and I'm like, oh, it's the afternoon, guys.
Yeah, I like this one. Like I said, this is one of my favorite slides out of the Spotify rap, because when I ask my friends like other days, they're like, dude, what the hell, what's wrong with you? Because one of my friends, a different friend, okay, because like I said, we shared a lot of different groups, right? And I'm gonna pull up his was, I made fun of it. He listened to a lot of like things. He had pumpkin spice, comforting, hopeless, romantic. I'm like,
Huh?
we went, what the fuck is pumpkin spice, bro?
He went to Bath and Body Works, bought himself a candle to listen to those songs during that time of day.
Dude, exactly. He was like, dude, I listen to a lot of fucking basic ass white music, huh? We were like, yeah. And then another one that we made fun of was, where is it? Let me find it. Okay, so his audio day was his morning was mystical, tense, inspirational. I went, okay, cool. You're starting off
Mystical tense.
inspiration. Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. You're starting off your day motivated. Cool. His afternoon, confident, energy, comforting. Okay, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh,
you're hitting your stride. Got it. And then his nights, hopeless, romantic, mellow, sad boy. I'm like, god damn, dude, you get real
oh my
emo into your
god.
feels at night. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? As soon as the sun sets, fucking I get sad.
Every
um,
male protagonist in an anime. Hmm.
exactly. That right. All right. You want? Is there anything else you want to talk about your audio day, or shall we move on?
It's just crazy how out of nowhere, when the afternoon hits, it's just J Park. Straight. All the Korean people just come out during my afternoon.
A question. Okay. So this actually brings up a good point. How many different playlists do you have? I feel like this is a good point to bring it up
Ooh.
because obviously I have separate playlists for different parts of the day or different
Oh,
activities.
okay.
But for you, let's say if you just have one giant playlist, but then Spotify plays it based off the time of day, that shit would be so fucking funny.
That would be weird. Yeah, then everything would be completely mixed up.
So yeah, you have a lot of playlists, only a few. What's up?
Yeah, like I have like 25
Damn, that's a
playlists.
lot. What the shit?
Yeah. It's because like so I started doing things based off of like a season or like if I'm thinking of someone, like make a playlist of like how that person makes you feel. But what's weird about it is because like I said before, how I make playlists, how the songs have to sound similar or give me the same vibe. Like if I were to pick any song and listen to the first four in any of my playlists, I know which one I'm listening to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, so you don't have. You would say some of your genres mix and match in some of these playlists though. Still.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I separate my playlist usually by genre, usually. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. Because it's like I want to hear like the similar things throughout the day, but but if they're similar enough, I'll just keep them in the same genre. I'll have a couple songs that'll like overlap, and I'll have them in multiple playlists. But still, mine I like to keep
Mhm.
mine very simple. I don't have that many individual custom playlists. I have like 6 or 7. You said like fucking 24. I'm just like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know why I started doing that. I think it's just something to do too, just to see like I guess test my DJ skills. Cause oh, actually, I have a story. No, the reason why I have a lot of playlists is because whenever I sit in the front, you know how normally like the shotgun gets
Oh, right.
aux.
DJ skills, right.
Yeah, so like I remember I have a different variety of friends. Like they like a lot of the groups that I'm in, they're all into different stuff. So like when I hang out with these people, like I'll know what kind of genre or what music to play in the car. You know what I mean?
No, I get you. I used to do that. I'd
Yeah.
be like, oh fuck, I can't play my weeb playlist around these friends.
Yeah, because they don't
They-
like anime.
yeah, they don't. God, I can't be judged. Ugh. No, I
Yeah,
get you.
yeah.
I get you. I used to do that. I used to, but then now that I'm hanging out mostly with the same friends, and I'll hang out with a couple new friends or people I'll ride in the car with. Usually, I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna play a couple songs. I'm like, or I'll ask them if they want to play anything. But if they defer to me, I'm just gonna play what I want. And if they, I'm like, we'll see how they like it or not. I won't play anything extreme, but I'll play like my favorite bangers of that specific types of genres. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
play like screamo for your like church friend that goes that's like super Christian.
Oh man, trust me, I've done that. And they'd be like, "Oh, what is this?" I'm just like, "Dude, this is fucking metalcore."
Oh my god.
It's pretty good, huh? They're like, "Yeah, I like it."
Huh?
Nice. They say it does expose some people to different genres. So,
Mhm.
especially if you defer to let them play music. Obviously, there'll be some times where I defer and they'll play music. I'm like, man, this shit's whack.
Mhm.
But whatever. It's that was my fault. I gave them the power. But yeah, that's a true point. That for making playlists, man. You have too many friends though. Do I? You're so popular. Jeez,
No,
24 playlists.
I'm not. No, please stop.
God, so popular. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Top. Oh, the main summary one, right? The
Oh,
main
oh.
summary one. Okay. So, you want to go first or shall I?
You should go first.
Okay. So, we'll just go off top artists. One OK Rock is Japan's like #1 most popular J rock band. I got into them a long time ago, 2016, when their music slowly started getting licensed onto Spotify. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, this is awesome, and then just been following them ever since, and they became my favorite band.
Oh.
Yeah, Survive Said the Prophet is actually also a J rock band, but I only got introduced to them this year, and my friend showed me a song by them, and I went, oh, this is really good. I looked up some of their songs. I went, oh, I really like their style. So I just stuck with them, listened to them a lot this year, went through a lot of their albums and music. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just throw them on a playlist and listen to them a lot. My First Story, also technically it is a J-rock band, but I don't listen to them as much. I just also like them, but their songs have just been on my playlist for a couple of years. I haven't really dug deeper into them as much. Porter Robinson, fucking, there's my sad boy music, some of my sad boy music. But Porter's just fun.
Something.
Yeah, Porter's just good. I like Porter. He's probably my favorite EDM artist. And then Nanobi, it's just a feel good, hyper EDM. I think he's like some sort of European EDM artist. I got introduced to him because of Porter Robinson's Secret Sky when 2020's COVID hit, and when it was his turn to go on the playlist in the middle of the day, I was like, yo, this shit's a fucking banger, dude. I went, dude, this makes me feel happy. So then, yeah, Nanobi's on there. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Those are my top 5 artists, and I do listen to them all quite a lot. So yeah.
I find it weird though that if you look at our top artists and our top songs, even though these are the top artists, right? None of those songs are from those artists.
Yeah, only one of them are actually. Actually, no. Mine just goes in a different order. Mine actually show my top artists are some of my top songs.
Oh,
For me.
it's not like that for me at all.
I looked at your list, right? So going over to your list, I'm like, okay, your artist, it makes sense, very very rap, hip hop, EDM-y,
Yeah, I was actually surprised.
Yeah, and then
go ahead.
Then look at your top song. I don't even go past number 1. Fucking that shit says Habang Buhay, bro. Like, you living a long life or what? Why is there a Filipino title in your fucking top song? Okay. I don't even know that song, okay? But I'm like, why is there a Tagalog song title on this fucking list of fucking Millennium, 88 Rising, Keshi, Kevin, Lil Wayne? That song, that's the biggest thing that stands out on that entire page to me. What the fuck?
I have no idea. I was literally like looking at this and I was like, huh? Like, why is Kev Jumba above Lil Wayne? That was the only thing that stood out to me.
Okay, no, I mean, you say that, right? You say that, but like half the time, there's maybe not even half, more than half the time, I would come to your stream, you're bumping his music already. I'm like, okay.
True.
So I'm like, if you're bumping his music on stream, right? I'm like, dude, you're probably bumping it off stream. So that, for me, at least in my perspective, for how I've interacted with you, that at least that would make sense. Sino is a good Filipino song. All right, Spalding. We'll listen to it in the post podcast show. Link it. We'll listen to it.
Nice.
All right, but Kat, run me down through your list.
All right, so top artist is obviously going to be Illenium. I love Illenium because whenever I felt any kind of like really sad emotion that I needed to get out, I would play Illenium songs. So like that makes a lot of sense. 88 Rising and Keshi and Kev Jumba, to be honest, I feel like are all kind of in the same playlist. I put their songs, like a lot of their songs in the same kind of playlist. And it's weird because 88 Rising comes out with different genres, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like that's probably why.
Right, because they're a label. It's not a single artist.
Yeah.
Right.
So, And then Lil Wayne. I'm a really big fan of him. I listen to his old stuff and his new stuff and his like songs he did with other beats from already made songs. I don't know. But yeah, liked I don't know. I like listening to him. So it makes sense that he's on the list, right?
Well, okay, I was gonna ask you, I was like, dude, has Lil Wayne dropped a lot of new shit recently? I don't even know, dude.
Oh, no, no. It's weird because like so remember how I told you that I have like 25 or 24 playlists?
Yeah.
So I met a lot of different people when I was in the Navy.
Hmm.
And like although it was like a while ago, I still go back to those playlists. So like I used to listen to a lot of like different kinds of rap. And then that's when I think during that time when I was making that playlist, that's when I started like re-listening to Lil Wayne, like all of his stuff when he was undiscovered, when he was with Birdman, you know what I mean? Like I was listening to like all that stuff.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. Cool. I mean, hmm. I- when did so is Lil Wayne your favorite rapper of all time?
Um
Or would you consider him like top five, top three?
Oh yeah, top 3, definitely. But like yeah, I don't think he's my favorite of all time. I just don't really know.
But you just like overall like playing his music and stuff.
Yeah, because I think he's lot of what he says is kind of crazy. And if you analyze his music of the time when he was like smoking a lot of weed to when he stopped, like you could see that his like rhymes and stuff changed and like I don't know. Like if you ever like have the chance to like look at like Lil Wayne's old stuff, like his punchlines are like crazy. Like he should be known for, all of the weird stuff that he says.
Gotcha. All right, you heard it here. Lil Wayne, check him out.
Lil Wayne. Oh my god.
Yeah, he ain't no
Love
fucking
Lil
small ass
Wayne.
artist, dude. Oh, but yeah. Oh, but also when you said Millennium, right? Millennium. I also have like my EDM playlists. I have a
Mhm.
good amount of Millennium on there as well. When you get in your feels, and the other EDM artist that also gets me in my feels similar to Millennium would probably be like Slander.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Those are probably like my my feels emotional type of EDM type of stuff because I love like melodic dubstep about that future bass type of
Same.
stuff. So I'm just like those just hit deep for me. So
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What about your top songs? I don't know who these top songs are by, but
Really?
but but like clearly none of these top artists made number one.
Yeah. It's so weird. So Habang Buhay, obviously, that song. So there's a guy. I think his name is Zach. I'm not sure, but he. So I thought that the Philippines was still stuck on ballads. Okay, that's
Hmm.
all they ever fucking play, right? So like, um, when I heard that there was like this R&B Filipino song, I was like, oh, what's this? And then I heard like pop, and then I heard rap, and I was like, whoa, like what are all these
Mm.
songs? But Habang Buhay, for some reason, like that specific song is what I guess I enjoyed the most out of like more recent Tagalog songs.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's it's kind of weird, but like that's when I discovered that like the Philippines doesn't do just ballads anymore.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like a lot of especially Southeast Asia has been popping with like a lot of modern genre type of music. And it's like
Yeah.
and if you're like in that culture, some of them are pretty fucking good. Like have you seen there's like a Vietnamese rapper that like song from like 2 years ago that blew up again recently? Um
I don't
I
know.
need to find it, but I'll find it. But then there's also a song that was released 2 years ago, Japanese R&B hip hop. Well, not R&B, more like hip hop. That blew up on TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but I knew it blew up because it was on the shorts and stuff. With all like the weeb music shit. Is
Mhm.
uh what's his name? Fujikaze the song Shinu no Gai wa? No, have you heard that song? I'll send that to you.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to listen to it.
Yeah, that's fine. So those here, let me type it, make sure. V pop song, Shino. Shinu na Shino ga iwa. All right, go. Okay, so we'll listen to that later. Cool, cool, cool. And then, do anyone want to talk about any of your other top songs?
So I was looking down like all this, right? So Freaky Deaky is a popular, like, kind of like sexually frustrated type song. Best Lover is just like, okay, it's still a song about, like, what is it, intercourse, right? But it's like,
Intercourse. No,
yeah, but it's like
it ain't about love making love. It ain't about sex. It's about intercourse.
literally Best Lover, right? But it's
Fucking.
like, but I'm gonna be possessive this time. I'm not gonna be freaky anymore. I'll be possessive. And then Bad Habit is like, oh man, I wish that one guy knew that I wanted him, and then it's like I'm simping all of a sudden, and then and then The Weekend, and then this is about being single and being like happy. So I'm going through like weird moods. Like
Damn, you went from literally a freak to someone intercourse, coitus.
just
Tell me like being from being a simp, being heartbroken.
like I
what
don't
a
understand.
roller coaster of top songs.
Yes,
Oh
that's how I felt throughout the year, I guess. And then it ends it off with I'm single and I don't care anymore.
Oh my gosh. What would Habang Buhay fit into that roller coaster, or is that a
I think
standalone?
so. Yeah, wait, because if I remember correctly,
Mm-hmm.
that is also like a love song. I think it's like it's oh shoot. Do you know? Do you
No,
know what
no,
it's yeah, it's like being in love with somebody. Like falling in
gotcha.
love, I guess. So I'm falling in love. I become a freak.
No.
And then I'm like, you know what, possessive. You can't love anybody else.
Oh
Then I
my
become a
god.
fucking simp, and then I'm single. That's literally what happened.
I just like how there's a story with specifically just the songs. Oh my god. That's funny. Okay. All right, moving on.
Before I get stuck in this topic.
Yeah. Before we talk about intercourse any longer than we need to. Kidding. But yeah, this should be relatively simple. Is the listening personality? I'm the nomad here. I'll just read off what we have.
Mhm.
I'm the nomad, the sonic explorer who listens far and wide, but once you find a song or artist you love, they're with you always. Kind of like a musical souvenir. So that's me. And then for you, you have the adventurer. You're the seeker of sound. You venture out into the unknown, searching for fresher artists, deeper cuts, newer tracks, especially gems yet to be found. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, Wild Boy, thank you for the stretch. Let's get a quick stretch in. I know my camera isn't on, but I will stretch for you. Okay, but while I'm stretching, I'm gonna be honest with you, Cap. That personality I think is the most basic one out of the personalities you could have gotten on Spotify Wrapped.
I believe that too because I'm reading yours and I'm like, hey, I'm like that too. When I find an artist I love, I keep them with me always. This one just makes me sound like I'm like a hoe. Like, seeker of sound. Oh, you're more unknown than this unknown. I'm gonna leave you now. That's
You try to go
uh,
deeper.
oh god. All right, cut. That's a wrap.
I'm kidding. You don't take it out of context. Jeez.
Uh-huh,
Um,
uh-huh.
but also, I shared again back to the server thing. There was like 5 people who had the adventure. I went, geez, you guys all try to be like, oh yeah, I listen to a lot of music. You guys will listen to a little too much music. And
We're
it's
hipsters.
yeah, it's like you guys say like you guys have specific artists, but you guys branch out a lot.
Mhm.
Like yeah, I think maybe other than maybe a specific song from a specific artist that you'll have as like your top song that you'll play like more than once, but it's imagine like music, exactly, Spalding, imagine like music. But then you guys actually go out and will just play shit, right? You'll go onto the radios, you'll listen to different suggested songs.
Mhm.
For me, I don't really do that, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
like how I find new music and add to my playlist, it'll be like, hey, this artist that you listen to dropped a new album or dropped a new song or a single or whatever, right? And I'm like, oh, cool, let me listen to it. If it's good, I'll add it. Otherwise, I'm not really actively searching for music to be added to my playlist. And and I can, when I look at mine, right, specifically the Nomad, when it says, once you find a song or artist you love, they're always with you. I looked through my playlist. I went, yeah, that's true. There's like 4 artists that I've found or rediscovered this year specifically, and added like 10 to 20 songs to my playlist
Oh
specific
wow.
from one artist. I'm like, dude, I really, really like their style, and I went into their like uh discography, and it was like, oh man, these are bangers, these are fucking bangers. And then I just added a bunch of their music to my playlist. So it's like, because I know what I like, right? When I know what I like, I'm gonna add it, but I'm not actively searching out. That's why I feel like that's how I got my listening personality. I'm just like, yep, this is me. This is me now. I've evolved, but not broadly. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's me. That's me.
It's kind
Well,
of crazy how you hit me like right on the mark. Like I do that with music. Like I'm constantly looking for like different artists to listen to, and I judge music. I don't know, explain it, like very non-biased, if that makes sense. Like this person, quote unquote, like may not have like a good mixing system, or like is making their own music and it's not really like perfected. And if I like it, then I'll support it. So I'm always looking for like new songs or artists and stuff.
gotcha. It's like for you, right? Do you for also for me, um when I find that artist, I'll be listening to them for like a week or two straight, and it's just that artist because I'm just
Hmm.
like, and I'll be like, oh man, I really like this. But for you, do you do that? You're like, all right, this is a new song, I'll listen for it to like today, and I'll add it to my playlist. But do you go back and do you dedicate like a day because you're addicted to their song, that specific artist or that song in particular? Do you do that?
Yeah. I do that, but the longest I've ever done that was like a day or two.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like not really like a week, but like I'll like artists, like new artists, but I put them in playlists so I can go back to them or rediscover them again. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like how heavily you are. So then that does make sense. Once you find them, they're always with you.
Yeah. I'm just like,
I do
yeah.
just drop them.
Yeah, I'm just like, I like these guys a lot. Oh my god, they're amazing. And then yeah, that's it. That's how I feel about some specific artists that I've added to my playlist this year specifically. Would I've done that previous years? Maybe not, but this year, absolutely. I would think this describes my Spotify this year for sure,
Mhm.
for sure. And it's like I also have no one else that I've seen has shared this similar Nomad. Maybe like one other person out of like 50 that I've seen has the same one as me. So I won't say mine's not as common, but I feel like yours is the most common though.
Mhm.
For
Yeah, I
sure.
agree.
Yeah. Not to actually shit on you, but just to shit on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. You know, my pleasure. Yeah, I got Nomad this year. Like Bugogi. Hell yeah. See, that's a third person, including myself. Let's go. Um,
Then yeah, that's crazy.
yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, is there anything you want to like talk about? Have you seen other people's personalities from this that you want to hit up on, or nah?
I actually don't uh yeah, I don't know any of the other ones that I've seen.
Okay, so there's a couple that my friends posted. There's Time Traveler. They like a lot of
Oh, okay, I saw that one. Yeah.
yeah, that's like older music, different genres. A lot of people who like city pop, like Japanese city pop, are into that. Get that one,
Oh
and just
yeah, City Pop.
older class oldies. They get that a lot. There's the Voyager. You expand your world throughout sound. You're like a music globetrotter, like a musical sponge. You're called. So that one is definitely international music,
Mhm.
um, world music. You could say, or definitely at least listening to music outside your country. So
Mhm.
that's what that one is. Another unique one is the Devotee.
Oh, what's that?
When you love an artist, you really love them. You're quick to support new releases and play your favorite tracks on repeat. Um, so for that one is they find like a specific artist and they'll add it, but they're quick to add a lot of artists to their playlist.
Mm.
Okay. Let's see. And then there was like the six people who got adventurer. And another one, the Maverick. There's
Oh.
you know who you are as a listener. While everyone's bathing in the mainstream, you're frolicking in that side stream. So basically, they're a fucking hipster.
Oh wow.
They're a fucking hipster. They're a hipster that doesn't listen to mainstream. So those are the main ones that stood out in our group. Obviously, a couple people shared a couple, but yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. What are both of your top artists for this recap, and how many total listen hours did you guys log this year? Man, Bulgogi, you came in like 10 minutes late, dog. We literally just went over this. Yeah, we're both at 42,000 minutes, and mine is mostly like J rock and EDM. Cats is hip hop, rap, EDM,
Pop.
pop.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You watched the movie. What movie did you watch? Did you enjoy it? But yeah, I mean, those are some interesting personalities, especially for people, right? Because for people who listen to a lot of music, right? Like I said, I think our average listening times of 42,000 is pretty average for people
Mhm.
who use Spotify a lot. And to see other people's like personalities, I'm like, man, it's interesting because it does show how people approach their music. And I feel like this is the most this year because of the audio day is and like how they gave like a little explanation for the personality rather than just like 3 words like they did last year
Mhm.
is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I don't know. Spotify I think did a pretty good job getting people involved in this year too, rather than just making a top list and stuff. You know.
Oh, I agree. 100%.
Let's see. I rewatched Everything Everywhere All at Once with my sister. Hey, I heard that's a good movie. I should watch a movie. Nice. I don't think 89 percentile is average. Okay, but let me explain. Let me explain why I think it's average, right? Because I think for a platform, if you play enough, anything, right? This is like music platform, gaming platform, whatever. I think if there's a dedicated fan base, the dedicated fan base will always be in the top 50 percentile, anyways. So that's why if we're looking at the top 50 percentile and we break it in half, 89 is only like 40, mid 40s, right? So I think it's okay. Like let me I don't know. Let me explain this in like league terms and rank, right?
Oh,
Because
yes.
I had to research this for class. I researched like also for background context, even though I did graduated from my university and like did economics and environmental science and stuff like that, right? Whenever we got the option to select our topic to relate to the main class, I would always do video games. So then I would also do
Oh.
research on video games for fun on the side because that was my quote unquote passion, my hobby. So
Mhm.
when I was researching different rank breakdowns, the 2 games that I referenced were Rocket League and League of Legends. League of Legends was um, the ranking system. And when I researched it before they released Iron, was bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, masters, grandmaster, or masters, and challenger. Right? There's like 7 ranks. At the time, I was mid gold. That's the middle ranking, right? It's like,
Mhm.
oh, there's bronze, silver, gold, right? That's the third. And then there's still like 4 ranks above that, or 3 ranks above that. It's literally the middle rank. But
Mhm.
even though it's the middle rank, when I looked at my rank compared to the global player base, I was still 79th percentile for my rank, despite being the middle rank of the game. You know what I mean? So I think that's why in the dedicated fan base, even though I find this number to be considered average. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So that's how I see it. Because there are people who like have Spotify installed to listen and they'll play like a couple songs and then never use Spotify for some reason because they don't listen to music. So yeah, that's just my how I see it. So yeah, you go people who don't use Spotify, I don't, or any streaming music service, I don't know what they do, what they listen to. They listen to
Oh, I
like,
thought you were gonna straight up like roast them, like whoever doesn't listen to Spotify, fuck you.
yeah, dude,
I just
fucking nerd, fucking losers. I bet they listen to fucking NPR or something.
VHS.
They listen to true crime in the background.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. You know, I hope that made sense to. Although none of this is actually like science, I can prove with data because I don't have Spotify data to back this up. But I feel like that's just how it is for majority any platform. Same thing goes with Rocket League. I could be, um, I was like low plat when I checked Rocket League, and that's slightly past the middle point. But then if I look at the player base percentile, I was only low 70%. So it's weird. It's weird, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, notice that with Apex rankings as well. Yeah, see that's what I mean. It's like we're in the middle average. A lot of people are in this list like 25 to 50,000 minute range. Anything above that is like the top 15%
Mm.
of people. So I don't know. Yeah, that's only kind of average. Exactly. You get it, Will. Exactly. Well, is there anything you wanted to go over? I think that's everything
Yeah,
as far
yeah, I
as
think that was everything.
wrapped. Nice. Nice. Eh, eh. Nice. I mean, I don't know. What's in the larger context of life and living? Tell me how you life with music, Kat.
How
What
I life with music.
yeah. What music done to your life? Uh,
It made
what?
me lifer, bro.
Oh my god. But like when did you start getting into music? Like going into these more personal questions in the psyche, right? You know how I started talking about it?
Mhm.
Why these genres in particular? You know?
It's weird because for music, how I started listening to music was my grandma would sing to me when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
and she wouldn't really play because she didn't have like a radio or anything, but I would always sing along with her. And then when I started kind of going out, my earliest memory of like music is when I was like in elementary school and we're always listening to like really old like Filipino ballads.
Right.
Yeah, so like I've always liked how music made me feel. Whenever I felt like any kind of strong emotion, whether it was like sadness or like anger and stuff like that. I just felt like music always had a song or like some kind of melody for that. So it could help me channel that out healthier, I guess, rather than like keeping it in. So my channel is literally like music to control like emotions and stuff.
Interesting. So for like, was that influenced by, like you said, your grandma, right? Your grandma singing, but was it your grandma who introduced you to like the wider range of music, or did you find it yourself?
I actually found it myself.
Okay.
It's yeah, because that's how much I liked music. Like back then, I want to say like 2012, 2013, like around that era. Like I remember like everybody who was born in like the early or in the 1990s, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like people born around this time were like trying to make it out as like a famous artist, whether it was like R&B or rap, and they'd post their stuff on like Tumblr, MySpace, or YouTube, right?
Right.
So
Right.
like I was listening to music like that, and then by clicking and having YouTube show recommended pages and stuff like that's how I was finding different kinds of music. And I would actually ask people when I was younger who would kind of be listening to something that I'm not really familiar with. Like I was kind of discovering that on my own.
I see. It's interesting. And then like what was your did you have like a medium for finding music? Was just playing having the radio on, or for you you're younger than me. It's like did you have internet access? Were you going off friends that had MP3s or something that played music? So
Oh, you know what? No, I was going off of my brother. So
mm,
I never had like an iPod, but my brother, he would burn CDs because he was born in the 1990s, right? So like, remember when like making mixtapes was a thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was in
So
that era. Or like
yeah, yeah,
my
yeah.
sisters were in that era, so I was by default associated with it. Yeah.
Mhm. So my brother would like burn songs on CDs for us, and like I would take them, and I used to have like the CD player that you connect your headphones to,
Hmm.
and that's what I used for music when I was in elementary school. Like I didn't have an iPod, but I had that, and I would take my brother's quote unquote mixtapes. So that's where the variety comes from, and like how I got it.
Nice. So you would just share CDs with your brother.
Or no, my brother would share it with me, or I would take it from him.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. So
Hmm.
interesting. Because that's also like, it's like you're discovering music, but I'm like, what's your medium? You know? Because everyone always has, I wouldn't say always has a different medium, but you know, sometimes uh they're introduced in different ways, with like family, whether it's just radio, or they see like a live performance that they want to get to know better. You know?
Hmm.
Let's see, Bulgogi. Spotify recommended button has been one of the best things in recent times for finding music. See, you're one of the people who uses the recommended. I only
Hmm.
use what pops up on my front page, my homepage, if it's by an artist I already know.
Yeah.
Let's see. I used to record on tape. Hi, Jay. You're dumb. Oh god, this guy used to fucking carry on a fucking VHS tape to and speaker.
This band reminds me of the people that say, what is it? How do they? Oh wow, I just lost it. Oh. Dude had like you said they had like the boombox and stuff.
Oh yeah, the boombox.
Yeah.
Oh, you should not VHS. You're right. Boomboxes. Just kidding. That's
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
Did you guys ever use LimeWire or
Yes.
Aries? That's what we used to
I
find.
mean,
Yeah,
never,
I mean, of course,
never.
we would never. That was illegal.
That's actually illegal. How
Why
dare you?
why would
How
you
dare you?
burning CDs? Your brother going to jail.
Actually, never burned CDs. I didn't even know I had a brother, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, you wow, that's wild. That's fucking wild. Yeah, dude, you can burn and CDs nuts. Ha 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 ha
Ha
ha
ha
ha ha
ha.
ha ha. We
Jokes.
would never. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bulgogi, we could talk about this.
Oh yeah,
We can.
yeah. Jordan and Con 4K. What you mean? We didn't say that we use these illegal downloading services. But yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But anyways, I mean, it was a popular thing back in the day. You know why? Especially when the days of like early dial-up internet, that was the only way you can easily, quote unquote, easily get music for yourself, right? Like
Mhm.
are you gonna go out to your local music store to get a whole CD, whereas you could just get it online for free? And especially if in the day where some people didn't have as much money, this is talking from like an immigrant, first generation immigrant family, right? To be going out and buying CD players or constantly throwing money uh at for artists that you don't even know if the album's gonna be good. You know what I mean? Whereas LimeWire, it's like you can hear a song and you can still try it out, and if you don't like it, fucking just trash the CD. It's easier. It was much more cost efficient if you were to do it back in the day and just do whatever you want versus banking on a hopeful thing to use your money on that you might not even be satisfied with. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's just the ghetto but simple days. Yeah.
The edgy days.
Yeah. Well, Cat, we're gonna that said, I think we've gone to the podcast long enough. If there anything final stuff before we head to a quick post podcast show while we listen to music that'll probably get scratched from my VOD. Anything you want to shout out or say, or quick lightning round questions?
I mean, I have nothing. I think me and you have very different takes on music, which is kind of interesting. So like it's cool that I got invited again to be on your lovely podcast. And
Aw.
yeah.
She called my podcast lovely. That's a first.
Self-deprecation again, Neon. What is happening?
Hey, Lavau. No, but that's honestly a fact, though. No one's ever called my podcast lovely.
It's fun.
Thanks. It's been called that before, but not lovely. But yeah, you definitely taste the music. Hey, that's how it is. I'm a EDM hard rocker type of guy. So, and you're a poppy rapper, hip hop R&B girl. So that's a very simple way to oversimplify something. So.
Mhm.
But yeah, really nice vibes here. She's not wrong. Thank you, Bugoyi. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, thank you, Kat, for being on today's episode. And if you're watching on stream, I didn't post last week's episode on YouTube, which I should have. So sorry, Spalding. But that'll be posted soon, along with this episode. And yeah, let's talk more about music because music is important. And yeah. So everyone say hi YouTube or bye YouTube, and we'll go to the post podcast show. So bye YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.